Hello folks, meet me again, Mr. Scary Exist. In this video, I'd like to tell you the true story. Don't you know that I can see them, but they can't see me? Only 1 out of 1,000 people had the experience to get in touch with me. Here is the story.
The fog hung heavy that morning when I stumbled upon the abandoned mansion. My name is Sarah, a photographer with a penchant for capturing the forgotten beauty of places left behind. My family, consisting of my husband, James, and our daughter, Emily, knew of my passion for exploring these forgotten corners of the world. As I stepped through the creaking doorway of the old mansion, I felt the weight of its mysterious history envelop me. The air was stagnant, and the silence was broken only by the echo of my footsteps on the decaying floorboards. I raised my camera, eager to capture the eerie beauty that lingered in the shadows. But as I reviewed the pictures on my camera, an unsettling chill crept up my spine. Ghostly figures, ethereal and sorrowful, appeared in the frames. Faces of a family long gone stared back at me. The whispers began, soft at first, then growing into ghostly echoes that reverberated through the empty halls. A family once lived here, their lives now trapped in spectral visions. The tragedy that befell them unfolded before me in glimpses. It was as if the very walls held on to their sorrow, and I became a reluctant witness to their tale. The weight of their despair pressed on me, making me question the sanity of my own reality. My family, oblivious to the supernatural turmoil, became unintentionally involved. The ghosts seemed to reach beyond the confines of the mansion, and I found myself haunted even in their presence. Emily, my sweet daughter, spoke of invisible friends and shadows that danced when no one was watching. The temperature plummeted as unseen hands brushed against my skin. Each step felt like a journey through time, and the air grew thick with the unmistakable scent of decay. It was as if the mansion itself mourned the tragic fate of its former occupants. Determined to bring peace to the tormented spirits, I delved into the history of the mansion. The tale of a family torn apart by betrayal and tragedy unfolded like a dark tapestry. Armed with this knowledge, I sought out a way to break the cycle of haunting that bound them to this realm. A ritual, ancient and mysterious, became my conduit to the spirit world. The air crackled with energy as I performed the rites, and the very fabric of the mansion seemed to sigh in relief. The ghosts, once trapped in a perpetual loop of despair, found release. The temperature stabilized, the spectral whispers ceased, and the air cleared of the oppressive scent. The once haunted mansion now stood silent, its walls holding the echoes of a tragic past. My family, though shaken by the ordeal, found solace in the closure we brought to the lingering spirits. As we walked away, the fog lifted, revealing the old mansion as just another forgotten relic on the landscape. In the quiet aftermath, I realized the profound message hidden in the haunting. Uncovering the past, no matter how dark, can bring closure and peace. The echoes of tragedy may linger, but by confronting them, we become the architects of our own solace. The abandoned mansion, once a stage for sorrow, now stood as a testament to the transformative power of understanding and compassion.
Hello folks, meet me again, Mr. Scary Exist. In this video, I'd like to tell you the true story. Don't you know that I can see them, but they can't see me? Only 1 out of 1,000 people had the experience to get in touch with me. Here is the story.
My name is Alex, and I find solace in collecting antiques, especially mirrors. Living alone in my old Victorian house, I've always been drawn to the beauty and mystery held within the reflective surfaces of these age-worn treasures. One day, I acquire an antique mirror with a dark history, unaware of the malevolence that lurks within its ornate frame. As I bring it into my home, I feel a shiver down my spine, a subtle warning that this mirror is not like the others. Unusual things begin to unfold, as I catch my reflection behaving independently in the mirror. The person staring back at me expresses emotions different from my own. Sadness when I'm happy, joy when I'm somber. Eerie whispers fill the room whenever I stand before the mirror, as if the very air is charged with the weight of unseen voices. The fear sets in as I realize the mirror holds trapped souls, each one attempting to communicate their tragic stories through distorted reflections. Faces contorted in pain, eyes pleading for release. They become a haunting presence within the glass, a silent testament to the mirror's dark past. I am alone in this struggle, isolated in my Victorian house, with only the malevolent mirror as my companion. The room hosting the mirror becomes icy cold, and the smell of rotting flowers permeates the air whenever the souls within the mirror attempt to convey their stories. It's as if the very essence of their pain seeps into my surroundings, making my home a vessel for their tortured tales. Determined to find a solution, I delve into the mirror's origin, seeking the key to break the curse that binds the trapped souls. Late into the night, surrounded by the cold energy of the haunted room, I uncover an ancient ritual that promises release for the tormented spirits. With newfound knowledge, I embark on the ritual, the air thick with anticipation and the whispers of the trapped souls growing more desperate. The room becomes a stage for their spectral agony as I perform the intricate steps, guided by a mix of fear and compassion. As the ritual unfolds, the mirror shatters into a myriad of fragments, each piece carrying a fragment of the trapped soul's release. The room, once dominated by an oppressive cold, warms with the dispersal of the malevolent energy. The air clears, and the rotting scent fades away. In the silence that follows, I find myself haunted by the echoes of the trapped soul's stories. Their tragic tales linger in the corners of my mind, a reminder that some wounds are etched into the fabric of existence. The mirror may be shattered, but the weight of the past remains, leaving me to grapple with the compassion needed to understand the depth of their pain. The message embedded in this eerie tale is clear. Some objects carry the weight of the past, and breaking free from their influence requires not only knowledge, but also understanding and compassion. In our pursuit of treasures and artifacts, we must tread carefully, for the stories they hold may reach beyond the confines of time, echoing in our lives and demanding acknowledgement. The shattered mirror serves as a stark reminder that the past, once unleashed, leaves an indelible mark on the present. It's a true story only if you believe that we are not alone here.
Hello folks, meet me again, Mr. Scary Exist. In this video, I'd like to tell you the true story. Don't you know that I can see them, but they can't see me? Only 1 out of 1,000 people had the experience to get in touch with me. Here is the story.
My name is Lisa, a kindergarten teacher, and my world revolves around the laughter and innocence of the children in my care. I'm happily married to Michael, and our life is filled with the simple joys of family and teaching. Little did I know that a seemingly ordinary day would lead me to an abandoned playground with a dark secret. It all started on a bright Tuesday morning. I decided to take my kindergarten class on a nature walk, hoping to expose them to the wonders of the outdoors. As we ventured deeper into the woods, we stumbled upon an old playground, its rusted swings and weathered slide hidden beneath a canopy of trees. The unusual began when the swings started swaying on their own, as if animated by an unseen force. Children's laughter echoed through the air, though the nearest child was far from the deserted playground. The once vibrant colors of the play equipment now seemed muted, and an uneasy feeling settled over the area. As a kindergarten teacher, my first instinct was to ensure the safety of my students. I called out, expecting a group of hidden children playing a prank, but the laughter persisted, ethereal and unsettling. The playground, it seemed, held secrets that defied explanation. The unsettling nature of the scene became apparent as I caught glimpses of flickering shadows and heard whispers carried by the wind. The air, heavy with the scent of damp soil, seemed to thicken as if charged with the presence of unseen entities. Fear knotted in my stomach, but a strange curiosity drove me to unravel the mystery of the ghostly playground. I decided to involve Michael, sharing the bizarre events that unfolded during the nature walk. Skeptical yet supportive, he joined me on a visit to the abandoned playground. As we approached, the laughter grew more distinct, a haunting melody that sent shivers down our spines. The revelation of the playground's history explained the supernatural occurrences. It was the site of a tragic accident where children had lost their lives. Their spirits, it seemed, lingered in the place where their laughter once echoed joyously. The decision to involve a paranormal expert was born out of desperation. We needed answers, a way to free the playground from the grip of the supernatural. The expert, a figure cloaked in mystery, delved into the history of the tragic event, revealing the names and stories of the deceased children. Driven by a sense of responsibility, I decided to organize a memorial ceremony for the departed souls. The air crackled with an otherworldly energy as we gathered at the playground, surrounded by the fading sunlight filtering through the trees. The ceremony unfolded with the recitation of the children's names and the sharing of their stories. As we honored their memory, a profound stillness settled over the playground. The swings ceased their ghostly swaying, and the laughter softened into a gentle breeze that rustled the leaves. The ending of this eerie tale saw the transformation of the haunted playground into a place of solace. The kindergarten class, blissfully unaware of the supernatural events, continued to play as if the spirits had found peace. The playground, once tainted by tragedy, became a symbol of healing and remembrance. The personal message within this haunting narrative is a testament to the power of honoring the past. By acknowledging and remembering the souls that once inhabited the playground, we turned a place of tragedy into a space of healing. It reminds us that, even in the face of the supernatural, compassion and respect for the departed can bring solace to both the living and the dead.